You ready, man? I like somebody cool.
Shoot, yeah, I'm the nervous one. You're an old hat at it. This is my mouth.
You're going to do well, man.
Thanks.
You're going to do well. Senior lineman over here.
Jeremy Atkinson with Landis Construction. As a project manager, actually, I do a lot with budget, finance, too, working with scheduling and coordinations. Even though we're not officially engineers, problems come up all the time, and we have to be able to evaluate drawings. A lot of technical writing skills, a lot of contractual stuff. What does the contract say?
Oh, man, you jack of all trades, what you say.
A little bit of a Swiss Army knife.
You do it all, man.
Which is really what I love about the construction industry. I play a role I'm an engineer, I'm a mathematician, I'm a psychologist working with people, I'm a lawyer at times, you're all these little things going to just try to manage a project. A lot of what I do has to do with soft skills too, getting people's buy-in, building the trust and leading. So we have to collaborate, we have to talk, we have to work together as a team. We have to be one unit. And that's one of the biggest things I do as a project manager, leading my teams, is building that team and going through and breaking down those barriers. And a lot of the soft skills have to do with just how you talk to people.
Absolutely.
Project manager, those guys putting the masonry work in, I can't do that. Everybody on that team is very important, and it's important that we thank them. I think it really starts there, that power of gratitude. For me, it's a lot of planning, checking myself each day. What have I completed? What do I need to do tomorrow? What needs to shift? What can shift?
Right. So you basically every day for you is a problem-solving day.
Oh, yeah. They're great. Fixing problems. At the end of every week, I look at my week next week, and I plan it out. Okay, what meetings do I have? What tasks am I trying to achieve? What goals am I trying to hit? I'll come in on Monday, recheck that plan. Say, okay, this is my plan for the day. Then at the end of every day, I'm doing the same thing, right? Okay, what's my plan tomorrow? What did I accomplish today? What didn't I accomplish? What do I need to accomplish tomorrow? And if I didn't accomplish something today, does it affect my tomorrow?
Speaking of planning, how do you recommend someone starting their career to plan for success?
Go get an internship right now. That's one of I was talking to my interns today, and I asked them, what are your goals with this internship? We can do lots of things here. What is the purpose? What's the intent? And I loved what he told me. He said, well, right now, I want to make sure that this is something I truly want to do. And I know that if I got to go out and experience it, and I want to experience it sooner than later, so I'm not trying to oh, I'm about to graduate college and I find out I don't like construction, right? Let me figure this out. So getting out there, getting in the field, getting their hands on it, finding some way to practice doing it and saying, do I really want to do this in the future? Is this a career path I want to take? One of the things I preach, and I hope it's okay to say in here, but you don't have to go to college. What does a college degree do for you now? It tells someone that you're able to learn. I have a business degree. And from a business degree, I ended up as an Army engineer blowing stuff up, right? From there, I ended up as a project engineer doing some constructions on a levee. From there, I ended up building buildings with Landis Construction as a project, assistant project manager. Nowhere in there did that college degree. It helps me a little bit, but every step along the way, I got there because I was willing to learn and somebody was willing to teach me. There are superintendents out there that are way more knowledge than I have, doing way bigger things, and they didn't go to college. That is not the only option out there. We should be promoting trade schools far more. If I would have known more about trade school, I probably would have gone that route. I'll bring a change of clothes to work depending on what I'm doing that day, right?
Nice.
Because if I'm out in the field all day, I'm typically, safety clothing is always important. I always have to have pants on. I always have to have a shirt with sleeves. Then that's not just Landis, that's like a whole OSHA regulation. Then I have to have a pair of work boots. I'd be out in the field doing stuff all day and I get all sweaty and dirty. And if I got to go back to my office, I want to walk in there. And if I have to get called into my CEO's office, even if it's just for a conversation, I want to make sure I'm walking in there looking like a professional. So I have usually if I'm in the field, I'll bring a polo shirt with me and then change when I go to the office. I'll even keep a jacket and a button-up shirt because I have been called before, hey, we need you on this interview, in the next 10 minutes. But I can throw on a button-up shirt and a jacket, so I'm always dressing for the part. Comparable to other fields, it's very well, it's good. Definitely good enough to sustain life and have a very successful career. We have a great insurance policy. I don't know what other companies are, but ours is very focused to how do we take care of those employees. It just feels good knowing that if something were to happen, I'm going to be okay.
How do you feel that your job impacts people's lives?
So one of my main goals when I say I want to help people in the construction industry, we're known for having to work long hours. I want to make sure that superintendent gets home to see his kid's baseball game, right? I want to find ways that we're not working every single Saturday, right? So when I look at helping people, for me, it's how do I get these people to have more of a work-life balance, that they can actually do the job they need to do, be efficient, but not be expected to work every single weekend. My goal is to make sure the people that are underneath me have the skill sets and logistics and things that they need to be successful. And if I'm not doing everything I can to actually get them promoted, right, then I'm still failing as a leader. So it's like every day, it's like, one of my goals for everybody that works for me is how do I get you promoted to the next step? You know?
Oh, I wanted a boss like this.
Right? That's all.